This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worth... of consideration. It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Watch yourself. I'm not someone you...
I'd hasten home.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Or, Jesus arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah. They say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's. By that mark, Tutsi. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Whereupon his head... Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But what? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering oaths, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of toad, tell me. Does that? I suspected as much. Then we are done.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder? There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
Ah, now I understand.
Let it end. I don't want to think anymore. The other day,
I chanced to see a most now. That's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. That gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Every which way.
Rest all my equipment. Follow the chance.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Wish I could go on an adventure. Kinda hard.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
This isn't much to go on.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use. Here we are. We shall await you here, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
So stiff after a day's travel.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next pay.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I'm still waiting on that report.
How fair the new recruits are.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, but that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll would clear my head.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Polished it this morning.
Might you spare one? Good evening, sir. I trust you've... fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may... You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows...
This might be worth a read. Let's have a look then.
How might I be of service? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember. What? Misers die early death. Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
By your command, Arisen.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're... I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week with no one Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the clean. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a way... Sound appealing? Then come on by and
We shall remain here.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. I hope you will... Well met, Sir Arisen. Few can afford perpetual generosity.
What should I get up to? I want to go home.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those left. Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. May for... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? Few can afford perpetual generosity. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you? Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Great... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he... This building's very old. It could be... Might I impose on you to...
What we need now is information. The question is, where to find it?
Right you are.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
I'm ill at ease. Haven't got any leaves.
We may benefit from pursuing the information. I can guide you to the place Arisen, or thereabouts.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to good use.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Was I lacking in devotion?
This place makes my hair stand on end.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Supper and a night's rest is all I need.
Best be heading home.
no one had bothered.
I remember the last time my pockets jingled.
Make it quick.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an op. Malcolm? Don't know why he bothered.
What am I supposed to do?
Invited yourself into my company? Supper and a night's rest.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being there. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. Befell a Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
A few hours I sleep on my woes. Ladies and gentlemen, well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Time to be ready.
Nothing but trouble lurking here.
I wonder what it was.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming, but ox carts don't run, so was it a phantom then?
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find. We've arrived, just as planned.
You've come. So, what say you? Many thanks, friend. I knew I could...
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Indeed, you are correct.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say... Do you know, I had a feeling we'd say... You're not from round... How I envy you. I long to learn more of the outside world. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the past. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives? It seems unfair that I alone should... But listen to me waffling on. Ah! I almost forgot. My apologies, friend. But I'd best be... Thank you for indulging me.
Here we are.
I'm afraid I must...
We may benefit from pursuing the information. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I don't know what to do.
Say, I've noticed you walking around. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail. The place is full of unsavory characters, as well. I should know. I was among their company.
Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to good use.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Can't remember the last time my pockets jingled.
Oh, my joints have been aching something fierce of late.
'Tis not the life I wish to lead.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Quit staring.
What to do? What you need of me? What to make of this?
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't.
Good day, sir.
Over here, if you would.
Let me alone. I'm... What am I supposed to do?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy.
Can't bring myself to do much at this hour.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. We shall await you here, Master.
Such quietude is a blessing. We're waiting on a report. If I sleep on my woe, mayhap they'll go away.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Myself if this was woes. Nice place this. I may know how it is myself if this was woes.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no.
We'd best report back.
Vault, say.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge... Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children... Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.